The story of three bears. Get Set Go. A little girl named Goldilocks goes for a walk in the forest and comes upon a house where she enters and finds to her delight three balls of porridge. Goldilocks finds three different sized chairs where she tries them out and finds the first one too hard, the next too soft, and then the little one just right, but it breaks when she sits in it. As she wanders in the home, she finds three beds and tries them out. The first bed is too hard, the next too soft, but the third is just right, and she curls up and falls asleep. Meanwhile, the owners come home, who happens to be three bears, Papa, Mama, and little baby bear. Much to their demise, they discover the outcome of what Goldilocks has done to their porridge, chairs, and finally their beds. Goldilocks wakes with a fright when she sees and hears the growl of bears. She jumps from the bed and runs away as fast as she can. Once upon a time, there were three bears who lived together in a house of three on in the woods. One of them was a little small wee bear, and one was a middle sized bear, and the other was a great huge bear. They had each a pot for their porridge, a little pot for the little small wee bear, and a middle sized pot for the middle sized bear, and a great pot for the great huge bear. And each had a chair to sit in, a little chair for the little small wee bear, and a small sized chair for the middle sized bear, and a great chair for the great huge bear. And each had a bed to sleep in, a little bed for the little small wee bear, and a middle sized bed for the middle sized bear, and a great bed for the great huge bear. One day, after they had made the porridge for their breakfast and poured it into their porridge pots, they walked out into the woods while the porridge was cooling, that they might not burn their mouths by beginning too soon to eat it. And while they were walking, a little girl named Goldilocks came to the house. She had never seen the little house before, and it was such a strange little house that she forgot all the things her mother had told her about being polite. First she looked in at the window, and then she peeped in through the keyhole, and seeing nobody in the house, she lifted the latch. The door was not fastened, because the bears were good bears who did nobody any harm and never suspected that anybody would harm them. So Goldilocks opened the door and went in, and well pleased she was when she saw the porridge on the table. If Goldilocks had remembered what her mother had told her, she would have waited till the bears came home, and then perhaps they would have asked her for breakfast, as they were good bears, a little rough as the manner of bears is, but for all that very good natured and hospitable. But Goldilocks forgot and set about helping herself. So first she tasted the porridge of the great huge bear, and that was too hot. And then she tasted the porridge of the middle sized bear, and that was too cold. And then she went to the porridge of the little small wee bear and tasted that, and that was neither too hot nor too cold, but just right. And she liked it so well that she ate it all up. Then Goldilocks sat down in the chair of the great huge bear, and that was too hard for her. And then she sat down in the chair of the middle sized bear, and that was too soft for her. And then she sat down in the chair of the little small wee bear, and that was neither too hard nor too soft, but just right. So she seated herself in it, and there she sat till the bottom of the chair came out, and down she came, plump upon the ground. Then Goldilocks went upstairs into the bed chamber in which the three bears slept. And first she lay down upon the bed of the great huge bear, but that was too high at the head for her. And next she lay down upon the bed of the middle sized bear, and that was too high at the foot for her. And then she lay down upon the bed of the little small wee bear, and that was neither too high at the head nor at the foot, but just right. So she covered herself up comfortably and lay there till she forced asleep. By this time, the three bears thought their porridge would be cool enough, so they came home for breakfast. Now Goldilocks had left the spoon of the great huge bear standing in his porridge. Somebody has been at my porridge, said the great huge bear in his great rough, gruff voice. And when the middle sized bear looked at his, he saw that the spoon was standing in it too. Somebody has been at my porridge, said the middle sized bear in a little sized voice. Then the little small bear looked at his, and there was the spoon in the porridge pot, but the porridge was all gone. Somebody has been at my porridge and has eaten it all up, said the little small wee bear in his little small wee voice. Upon this, the three bears, seeing that someone had entered their house and eaten up the little small wee bear's breakfast, began to look about them. Now Goldilocks had not put the hard cushion straight when she rose from the chair of the great huge bear. Somebody has been sitting in my chair, said the great huge bear in his great gruff voice, and Goldilocks had crushed down the soft cushion of the middle-sized bear. Somebody has been sitting in my chair, said the middle-sized bear in a middle-sized voice, and you know what Goldilocks had done to the third chair? Somebody has been sitting in my chair and has set the bottom out of it, said the little small wee bear in his little small wee voice. Then the three bears thought it necessary that they should make further search, so they went upstairs into their bedchamber. Now Goldilocks had pulled the pillow of the great huge bear out of its place. Somebody has been lying in my bed, said the great huge bear in his great rough gruff voice, and Goldilocks had pulled the bolster of the middle-sized bear out of its place. Somebody has been lying in my bed, said the middle-sized bear. And when the little small wee bear came to look at his bed, there was the bolster in its place, and the pillow in its place upon the bolster, and upon the pillow was the shining yellow hair of little Goldilocks. Somebody has been lying in my bed, and here she is, said the little small wee bear in his little small wee voice. Goldilocks had heard in her sleep that great gruff voice of the great huge bear, but she was so fast asleep that it was no more to her than the roaring of wind or the rumbling of thunder. And she had heard the voice of the middle-sized bear, but it was only as if she had heard someone speaking in a dream. But when she heard the little small wee voice of the little small wee bear, it was so sharp and so shrill that it awakened her at once. Up she stared, and when she saw the three bears on one side of the bed, she trembled herself out at the other and ran to the window. Now the window was open because the bears, like good, tidy bears as they were, always opened their bedchamber window when they got up in the morning. Out little Goldilocks jumped and ran away home to her mother as fast as ever she could.